there, Junior Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. What would you do if you could time travel? Where would you go? Would you go back millions of years to see what the dinosaurs were like, or would you maybe just go back 100 years and kill baby Hitler? Oh god, this video is already really dark. Or maybe you go into the future to see what it's like. Well, in today's video, guys, we're going to be looking at exactly that. I think I would go back in time to see how the pyramids were built. I think that would be really interesting. And just look at all the mysteries of the world and like how stuff happened. I think that'd be really cool. As long as you didn't die. Okay, guys, so what this video does is it shows all the really cool and interesting things that you could do if you got access to a time machine. Before we start, guys, I just want to point this out. Of all of you lovely people who watch my videos, only 24.6% of you are subscribed. So if you watch my videos and you enjoy them, then please do subscribe. It's free and it's easy and it takes 5 seconds, so please just do it now. Okay, thank you, love you. Okay, so let's start. New barn find. You just found the DeLorean DMC-12 from the well-known movie Back to the Future. So if you haven't seen the movie Back to the Future, the time machine is a car and they have to build up enough speed in this car to go back in time. It's pretty cool. Quick rebuild. It needed a new flux capacitor and some wax to make it shine. If I knew I had access to a time machine, honestly, I think my mind would explode. I'd be like, there's just so many possibilities. If you could choose, if you could only do it once, would you go into the future or would you go into the past? Let me know in the comments. Okay, after 10 minutes of finding the time machine, you take it for a test drive. In order to time travel with the DeLorean, you must travel at 88 miles per hour. Okay, so you got to find somewhere that you can get up to that speed in it. After 20 minutes, you travel 100 years into the past. Whoa, 100 years ago. What's going on in 1925? I don't know. I'm terrible at history. Probably a war. It was successful. You even spot Nikola Tesla walking down the street. Whoa, that'd be really cool. After 21 minutes, everybody is in disbelief. Was it meant to be? You ask yourself, am I the only one to have this opportunity? It would be so weird being in a car 100 years ago. Everybody be looking at you like, what on earth? Is this an alien? After 25 minutes, you work out that your to-do list is huge. You don't know what to do first. You have millions of options. Yeah, I know. What would you do? As I said, I would like to go to see the pyramids being built, just to work out if it was slaves or if it's aliens, just to see how they did it. I would also like to see the dinosaurs, as long as I'm safe. And then I'd go into the future, millions of years, to see how we're doing. After 30 minutes, speak to the people on the street. They are so confused by your future car and accent. Best not to stick around too long. It would be really weird, actually, because our accents have changed a lot in 100 years. Maybe speak with like a year 7 chav accent. Like, shut up, you pedo! After 2 hours, you travel to 1887. You ask why? To witness the building of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. That would be sick, actually, yeah. Anything like that being built would just be awesome to see. After 8 hours, you get rich quick. You travel to 1933 and team up with Bonnie and Clyde. You will be rich in minutes. It sounds really bad, but I actually have no idea who Bonnie and Clyde are. I have not seen. Is that from a film? I have no idea. I've heard of them. After 1 day, you return to 2021. Despite your wishes, your cash has no value in 2021. Really? Why would the cash have no value in 2021? I suppose because everything's changed. All the legal tenders changed from 100 years ago. Surely it would have some value. After 2 days, you arouse suspicion. Where did you get these old bills from? Serial codes match stolen bank bills. Okay, so people are starting to clock onto you, so you've actually got to be careful time traveling. You don't want to get in trouble with the time travel police. After 2.5 days, the FBI keeps an eye on you. In the 1960s, they spent 15 million on training a cat to be a spy. Yeah, but how are they going to keep an eye on you? You're traveling through time. They got no control. If they catch you, you can just go back in time to before they caught you, and then you're fine. It's like the best superpower ever. After a week, a warrant is issued. You were about to be arrested. You made a big mistake. Yeah, but how are they going to arrest you? After 1.5 weeks, you travel into the future. FBI's arrest warrant is still valid. You realize that you should hide your DeLorean time machine. Oh, God. It's not going very well so far, is it? Barely even traveled through time, and we've already been arrested after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you're arrested. Still, after investigation, they have no valid evidence. So how can they arrest you then? They've got no valid evidence. They can't do anything about it, can they? After 3 weeks, you get your freedom back. You rush to your hidden DeLorean and travel back to 1932 to fix your mistakes. After 1 month, you enjoy the 90s, drinking cocktails at Miami Beach, wondering how to get richer. I think I would actually do that. I would go back in time and figure out how I could get rich. You could look at like the lottery, couldn't you? And just look at the winning numbers for the lottery and just use those. After 2 months, you decide to travel to 2009. 2009 was the year Bitcoin was invented. You buy loads of them. That's also a shout, to be fair. Just buy thousands of Bitcoin and then you're fine. You're just set, aren't you? If you bought as much as you could in 2009, you'd probably be the richest person alive today. After 2 months, there is only one way out. The only way to sell your bitcoins and use that money is to travel to the future. God, you're really jumping around all over the place. It's kind of complicated. I feel like I wouldn't make it as complicated as this. Why is he jumping around so much? After 2 months, you memorize your seed phrase. Don't lose this. A UK man lost the key to his 7,500 Bitcoin in 2013. Just awful. So some guy forgot the password to access all of his 7,500 Bitcoin, which would have made him a multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire. He had that much Bitcoin, but he forgot the password. So he didn't have access to it. What a silly man. After 3 months, you decide to go back to 2021. Why would you want to go back to 2021? You want to sell your Bitcoin immediately, but you know it's not a good idea. Yeah, but it's COVID then. You're going to catch COVID and then bring it back with you. Bring it back to the past. Or into the future. Back to the future. After 3.5 months, you hide the DeLorean time machine. No one must find it. You decide to bury it in the woods. Bury it in the woods. God. Literally, like, bury it underground? I get that you want no one to find it, but if you bury it, surely it's going to break it. Or the soil gets into it. After 6 months, it's time to enjoy. Eventually, you get restless and start to sell your stack. Lambo time. Oh, okay, so now you've made some money. You've made some wonga. You want to buy a Lamborghini for yourself. Fair enough. I would do that. I would do the same. After 8 months, though, the crypto market tanks. That's because you sold thousands of Bitcoins at once. It's losing its worth. Yeah, you sold the Bitcoin, but then you've got the money, so it's fine. As long as you got the money, it's all right, isn't it? It's funny, isn't it? When you think about having a time machine, your first thought is to think about how you could benefit yourself and how you could, I don't know, make yourself rich or make yourself, I don't know, more likable. Whatever you can do. That's the first thing you think about, rather than like stopping wars and stuff like that. That's where my mind goes anyway. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. After 9 months, suspicion grows even more. They're wondering, how did you suddenly disappear and how did you earn billions? You've suddenly just come out of nowhere. A fresh billionaire. Where's he come from? Probably would raise suspicions, to be fair. I think what I would really like to do is like go back to London and see London being built. So imagine if you went back to London like 5,000 years ago, right? And you just sat there in a chair and you're able to like hit fast forward and watch it being built. That'd be so cool. And then go into the future. So it's like, it starts off with just like a forest with trees, and then they all get knocked down and there's like buildings being built, and then the buildings turn more futuristic, and maybe there's like a dragon that flies over at some point. I don't know. Were there dragons 5,000 years ago? I don't know. After 10 months, federal investigation. This time, it's not just the FBI. Every agency is included in this investigation. Wow, so the whole world is onto you. God damn. After a whole year, everything is done secretly. They're planning on arresting you. It's more serious this time. But what proof have they got, though? You could just say to them, time travel. Like, seriously, guys, time travel? And I thought you were professionals. After 1.1 years, you are raided while you're asleep. This arrest was the most special event of your life. There were even helicopters. Yeah, but then surely you just go back in time to before you were arrested. Or go back in time to maybe somehow make them stop being suspicious of you. I don't know how you do that. After 1.2 years, you are stressed out. Yeah, I would be. It would definitely be in the back of my mind while I'm jumping back and forth through time. I'd be thinking in the back of my mind, what if I'm breaking the timeline or something? You know, what if I get stuck in the future or stuck in the past? That's what I'd be thinking about. Even though you're innocent until proven guilty, you can't stop thinking you messed up. After 1.2 years, you are front page news. FBI is about to search your property, but your DeLorean is safely hidden. Why would you be front page news though? Do they know you're time traveling? After 1.3 years, many questions later. Luckily, you are a good liar. You said those old bills were used for a music video. Their proof that you're time traveling is that you've brought back loads of old cash from the past. And they just want to know where you got it from. Is that enough evidence though? Maybe you just found like a hidden stash somewhere. Also, after 1.3 years, you got out with just a fine. Fined for not paying crypto taxes. You did well. Oh, come on, man. You didn't even pay your crypto taxes? After 1.5 years, it's vacation time. Really? After a whole 1.5 years, 18 months, it's taken you to go on holiday. Surely not. I would have been straight to the Maldives. You can't decide where to travel now. Year and place. What would you choose? Yeah, straight to the Maldives. That's where I'm going. In the most peaceful time ever. Or Barbados. Somewhere like that. Literally anywhere other than England. After 1.6 years, you travel to the year 2000. It's the year I was born. Hopefully not to kill me as a baby. Travel to the year 2000 to kill Jake as a baby. You're heading to Minnesota since you grew up there and want to see old it again. Okay, apparently we're traveling to Minnesota now, guys. I definitely did not grow up in Minnesota. Minnesota. I grew up in Kent, England. After 1.6 years, you spot a child that looks like you. Statistically, every person has roughly 6 doppelgangers in the world. Have you ever seen somebody that looks exactly like you? I suppose the chances of you actually seeing somebody like that is very slim. I've seen people that look similar to me, but not like exactly like me. A lot of people say I look like Jay from EastEnders. After 1.6 years, what's your name? You were shocked when he told you his name. It was Little You. So you're speaking to you from the past, and you don't even know it's you. This guy's a bit of an idiot. If you saw 60-year-old you, right, from the past, do you think you'd know it's you? Because I definitely would. And the reason I'd know, because I was the little weird kid chasing people around trying to bite their fingers. Then, straight after that, you buy him some ice cream. That'd be really weird, wouldn't it? Buying yourself, little you, some ice cream. After that, you talk for hours and you paid him to listen to you very carefully. What I'd like to know is, where are your parents at this point? Because as far as they're concerned, you're just talking to a random stranger. Their child. Just talking to a random stranger that they have no idea is actually also their child. Also, after 1.6 years, without looking back, you gave him a quick ride in your... Oh, brilliant. So you've just abducted yourself. Getting a little bit dodgy, to be honest. You gave him a quick ride in your time travel machine and drop him off at your home. Want to get into my truck? It's a time machine. Yeah, come on, I've got sweets and a puppy. This story's turning very dark all of a sudden, isn't it? After 2 years, swimming through history, I would go back to 1953 so I could participate in the Hong Kong Cross Harbour race. What the hell is the Hong Kong Cross Harbour race? I would not be doing any stuff like this. I'd be seeing the dinosaurs. I'd be shooting baby Hitler in the head to stop wars and millions of people dying. Also, after 3 years, you eat at a restaurant from the future. That's because I would be served giraffe steak by super smart robots. So what's going to happen in the future? We start eating giraffes. Cows are just boring in the future, so we just started killing and eating giraffes. That's what happens. Kind of like to try giraffe, though. After 5 years, the island of no return. You hear about a rich and powerful island called Atlantis that suddenly disappeared. Whoa, yeah, you could go back in time to see that. I would also go back in time to see the moon landing, like seeing the rocket take off going into the sky. After 7 years, you try stopping the Chernobyl disaster. Back to 1986 to confront Chernobyl nuclear plant workers. God damn, you're trying to stop the whole nuclear power plant from blowing up. That'll be a good thing to do, to be fair. How has it taken you 7 years to try and stop doing these things, though? Definitely would not have taken me 7 years. After 10 years, you are careful not to kill yourself. By going more than 200 years in the future, you would die. The world will be destroyed by then. The world will be destroyed in 200 years' time. What are you talking about? No, it won't be. Right? After 15 years, you warn people about 9/11. Almost 3,000 people were killed during the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Well, you could warn people about it, or you could actually just try and stop it altogether. I suppose that is trying to stop it, isn't it? If you were going to the airport, right, and you're just telling people, don't get on this plane, you're going to die, nobody would believe you. Everyone would just think you're a psycho, and then they'd just get on it anyway. It would be so hard to try and convince people otherwise. Also, that just raises suspicion on you, because people are going to be like, how the hell did you know that was going to happen? And then you'd probably get arrested. They probably think you're a terrorist. What I'm learning from this video is basically it's probably quite hard to time travel. Like, practically, if you're trying to save the world, it's not easy to do. After 20 years, you kill baby Hitler. I said I'd do that. The German military participated in many aspects of the Holocaust. Thing is, that would be really hard to do. Like, I know it's Hitler. Bringing yourself to actually kill a baby would be really hard to do. Oh god, this video is dark. There you go. After 25 years, you travel to 80 million BC. You want to experience what Earth was like with dinosaurs and no humans. Yeah, it would be sick, wouldn't it? You just see like a massive brachiosaurus walking past, just like Jurassic Park. What if you could bring them back with you as well to the present day? I'd also love to see like the meteorite that came down that wiped out dinosaurs. As long as it didn't kill me. Probably would though, wouldn't it? After 30 years, you go back in time to watch a Beethoven concert. V Symphony in C minor, Op. 67, is one of the most famous works of Beethoven. It's not a very catchy name for a song, is it? That would be sick to go back and see that, though. I would definitely do that as well. Although I'd be really careful going back in time, because it just seems so dangerous. Like, lack of healthcare, the amount of murderous people there are just wandering around. I suppose you still got that today, haven't you? After 35 years, you save yourself. You might be able to figure out how you die and prevent that from happening soon. Yeah, what if you like skip forward 50 years into the future and you're trying to look for old you, but you're already dead? And then you just have to keep going back in time to figure out when you did die and how you died. God, I don't know if I would want to know, you know. I think I'll just leave it. Just like, you know what? If I got killed by a crocodile by falling into a river, then so be it. Just let that happen. Okay, guys, we've made it to the last two. After 40 years, You share all of your money with your family. After you saw whatever you needed, you will rest with your family and free your mind. Yeah, that would be cool. To bring back loads of money, just billions of pounds. Just share it out amongst your friends and family. And they'll be like, how the hell did you get this? And you can't tell them. You just can't tell them. Thinking about it though, it'd be really bad if, say, a time machine was a real thing in real life. It'd be really bad if it got into the wrong hands, because then somebody could try and like end the world with it. It'd be a good film. I mean, there are lots of films about time machine, but I don't know. It'd be cool to see more. Okay, and the last one. After 40 years, you store your DeLorean back in the barn. You enjoyed it well. Hopefully someone will find it one day and enjoy it like you did. I'm trying to work out, why would you store it back in the barn? I would just keep using it for the rest of my life. Thing is, would you tell like the government about it? You just wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't tell anyone. I think you'd destroy it. I don't know. As I said, like if it gets into the wrong hands, that could be really bad. Somebody would just try and blow up the world and end the world with it. So maybe it's just not worth like that kind of power. It's just not worth having, is it? So it's just better being destroyed. It would also be really cool to have a time machine when you're in school, because you could use it in so many situations. Like, I don't know, if like you're in PE and you're playing dodgeball, you could keep playing the same game of dodgeball and know exactly what move everybody's gonna make. I don't know, it's just where my mind's going. And then you just like perfect it, and then everybody thinks you're awesome. Say there's a bully that's about to punch you. You know he's gonna punch you. So you go back in time and then like avoid it at the perfect moment and then turn around and punch him. I don't know. These are really small things that you could do when you're in school. Or you could read ahead in class and just... No, that's boring. All right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you would do if you had access to a time machine. I'd love to know. Would you go into the future? Would you go into the past? How far would you go? I reckon these comments are going to be funny. All right, guys, before we go, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!